It's a hot and sunny Saturday as we kick off Memorial Day weekend here at Gulfstream Park, where I have 7 tracks for 7 hours. Full day of racing. See how it turned out. The first race on the sheet was the second from the Jersey Shore, where Grivon was plunging from a $30,000 non-winners of 2 optional allowance claimer to this $5,000 claiming. Wow, and off a long layoff. Those are usually red flags, except he's going for George Navarro. That guy does this kind of stuff all winter long at Gulfstream and all summer here at Monmouth. Press the lead into the stretch.
Time is flying at the rail. Third, Grivon makes his move at the quarter pole and is right up to Conquest Outlaw. They're head and head, and Grivon takes the lead with 3/16 of a mile to go under a hand ride. Grande Heist is finishing with some interest on the outside. He's moving into second as Conquest Outlaw gives way. A 16th to go. Grivon a length and a half. Grande Heist trying hard, but it will be Grivon. Grivon takes care of business in his comeback.
Oh yeah, tripled the bet, had my first winner on the day. The second at Gulfstream was a maiden special weight going a 1-turn mile, and Todd Pletcher's Alcor looked tough. The $500,000 son of champion Bodemeister had been just beaten in his debut, earning a terrific 82 buyer. Tyler Gaffleone stalked the leaders midway down the backstretch, made his move inside to take the lead.
Back to DeBull with a quarter of a mile left to go. Here's the challenge for Alcor in the form of Mr. Attila. After 3 quarters in 1:11 and 2, they straighten for home. Alcor on the inside now put to pressure by Tyler Gaffleone. Mr. Attila set down after him, trying to get to him second. Back at the inside.
Inside the final 16th, it's Alcor in front. He's cleared by 2.5. Mr. Attila with the game chase.
The
Alcor
Gulfstream
delivers.
best bet.
Mr. Attila's second, third DeBull.
The Gulfstream bet of the day. 20 to win. I picked up my next win up north of the border in Toronto, Canada, at Woodbine in their 3rd race. It was a claiming event, and as I looked over the field, okay, it's a horse race, but on numbers, there was no beating Bet on Jack. His last 3 races, 74, 73, and 71 on the Beyer scale, were double digits better than everybody else, and top jockey Eurico De Silva was on board today, and the last time he'd been on board was the last time Bet on Jack had won. As he hit the far turn, he was towards the back, but then De Silva said, "Let's go, Jack!"
There's still 3 or 4 off the lead, and from the back, Uncorked Spirits caught the field. Top of the home stretch, Bold Summit narrowly, Moondoggy and Bet on Jack sweep home down the outside, and they come fast. Bet on Jack on the outside, coming for the lead now. Fighting on is Bold Summit, but it is Bet on Jack in front. Bet on Jack trying to get the upper hand. Bold Summit kicking on a little bit. Bet on Jack a neck clear, and Bet on Jack is a winning bet. Second,
just
Bold
up
Summit.
in time and tripled the bet. Woo! Win number 3. Churchill Downs' 4th race was an allowance optional claimer, 3rd level. Usually you're looking for stakes horses here, but in this case, number 2, Money Flows, looked to be much the best because he had 4 90 buyer figures, and all 4 of those in Kentucky, 2 at Keeneland and 2 here. He was my bet, although it was a minimum bet. I was glad of that because I hit the far turn. I'm like, where is Money Flows? And then here he came.
Egyptian trying to turn up the pressure on Flashy Jewel, but so far Flashy Jewel's fending off the challenge. Fish Trap Road is given more rain now, swings outside. Money Flows takes over 4th, they're off the turn. Flashy Jewel up against the rail, trying to see it out, 3/16 to go. Egyptian collars on the outside, and Money Flows is closing in. Fish Trap Road comes up empty. Ruffalo on the far outside, 16th left. Flashy Jewel, Egyptian, and oncoming Money Flows. Now there's 100 yards to go. Egyptian's in front, but Money Flows with all the momentum to up and win it.
Oh yeah, win number 4. Woo! I got my first stakes win in the 5th at Churchill Downs, the Kirtana, going a mile and a half. Last time out, Duchess Duquesne had set the pace in the Grade 3 Bewitched and just failed to last over one of today's rivals, number 8, as it was, Quiet Business. But today, I thought she'd be much more fit because the Bewitch was her first start off of a long layoff. She looked to go right to the lead and steal this, but as they came out of the gate, she was off a step slow. Julien Leparoux, who I often have problems with, patiently let the first three get in front of him, and as they hit into the stretch the first time, eased out and went to the front. It was all over then as she went virtually wire to wire.
For the fire turn, an easy backstretch run for Daring Duchess. Now with about 3.5 furlongs to go, once again steps on it and opens back up. So Daring Duchess on a 3-length lead round the far turn. Rachel Walls under pressure. So too Yahtzee Queen. Grace Stark covered up. Quiet Business comes wide, but with a quarter mile to go, Daring Duchess is the one to catch. Off the turn on a 4-length advantage. Rachel Walls full out, but is still second. Yahtzee Queen's running well on the outside. Quiet Business trying to rally from far behind. 1 furlong to go. Daring Duchess clear by 3.5. Quiet Business moves into second, is closing in, but time is running out. Daring Duchess still clear, and it will be Daring Duchess, masterfully ridden by Julien.
Double the bet in the Kirtana.
Steadily coming up to them, 3 wide and moving toward the pacemakers around the far turn. Storm and Monarco is next, and Testosterone. Adulator's got a neck in front of Hard Study as they come toward the top of the stretch. 3/4, 111.56. Adulator off the turn in front. Hard Study on the outside. The 2 favorites are stride for stride as they straighten out into the stretch run. Hard Study and John Velasquez, Adulator and Javier Castellano, and Storm and Monarco is coming too on the outside. And Adulator is giving way now to Hard Study. Hard Study's in front. Storm and Monarco has taken second. Adulator retreats to third. It is Hard Study, a 3-length winner.
The opener at Santa Anita was a claiming event going 5.5 furlongs, and I like number 3, one I'm running to, who was 4-1 in the program. But there were 2 problems. First, his last race was a maiden claiming win. Horses usually don't win off a maiden win, much less a maiden claimer when facing first-time winners. And secondly, that win came last November. Woo, that's a long time off. But here's the key. Trainer Steve Miotti, 5 for 12 the last dozen times that a horse has come off a layoff like that. That's pretty sharp. Top New York rider Irad Ortiz out here to ride Lady Eli in the Grade 1 Gamely later, had the mount right to the front, clearing the stretch, and then started to get tired.
One I'm running 2's in front, 1.5 lengths to get off my back, and True Ranger 2 lengths to Bitter outside of Always Never at the top of the lane. Then Chula Sunset, Dr. Krabby the widest, 6 lengths off the leader, which is what I'm running to off a 6-month layoff. Get off my back, gets off his back, he peels to the outside and starts to close. He's a dangerous closer with a 16th to go. It's what I'm running to, 1/2 length, get off my back, won't quite pick him up. What I'm running to just in front, wins by a head from Get Off My Back.
Win number 7, baby. Woo! 880. Nice. The 4th at Arlington was scheduled to be a maiden special weight going 5 furlongs on the turf, and for some reason they weren't showing the Arlington on the big monitor, so no worries. I was able to pull up my express bet, and as they approached the gate, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, they're on the main track. But not to worry, because at Arlington it's a synthetic surface, it plays like turf. Malraux looked to be much the quickest after a maiden debut at Tampa, where she'd set sizzling fractions of 21-4 and 44-4 when just failing to last to the wire and was second best. Today I thought she'd go wire to wire, doubled the bet right to the front.
It's Malraux hitting up public track path to 3 furlongs from home. It's Malraux who throws down the gauntlet with 1/4 and 22 and 3/5 seconds. The Mess in pursuit of Malraux, who leads by a couple of lengths at the quarter pole. Pleasant Street worked off the rail by Carlos Ulloa. We come back then to River Cactus straightening away in 4th. Crack On got a pop of the crop, and Mac Attack was last as they straightened. It's Malraux. It's Malraux rolling through this Arlington stretch, has built up and on a saleable lead. Pleasant Street got it to the exacta. It's Malraux and Jose Lopez for Ignacio Correas the 4th. Malraux wins by a lot.
Yeah, that's win number 8. third at Santa Anita was the Grade 3 Daytona, going 6.5 furlongs down the hillside course. Love those races. Like number 6, Stormy Liberal. All 6 of her wins have been down the hillside course. The last 3, 2 triple digits and a 99 win. The comment was handily. Pressed 3 wide into the stretch, and then watch how the
Stormy
jockey
Liberal,
rides her.
an outstanding claim last fall, who now seeks his 4th straight stakes win, and he ambles up alongside Ambitious Brew into the stretch, takes the lead under a stranglehold from Arroyo. Stormy Liberal by a head. Ambitious Brew battles on strongly, but he hasn't asked Stormy Liberal. A 16th left to go. It's Stormy Liberal from Ambitious Brew. Stormy Liberal, Ambitious Brew, the inside sticks on gamely. Stormy Liberal's in front. Hattie's measure the length of the stretch, and Stormy Liberal
Prime
beat
time,
Ambitious.
baby. Woo, yeah. Seventh at Belmont was a maiden special weight, going 6 furlongs on the turf, and it looked wide open to me. I thought, when are you going to get 6-1 on the Chad Brown first-time starter with Jose Ortiz?
Hammers Terror, the winner, 11.
So I like number
Global
10,
entry, second,
Ruba
10,
Linda.
Diaz, third, 2,
The
Terry
crowd's
Strong,
too
fourth.
smart. Better down to 3-2.
Grand fifth.
Flying down the
pick up
outside.
the
Landing.
but with plenty of work to do as they come toward the top of the stretch. It is Vigor on the outside and Battle joined, and they turn for home 1-2 with Vigor in front. Battle joined starts to give way on the inside. Fear No Evil is trying to get involved. Rubelinda is moving now. She's 4th, and she is coming with a rush on the far outside, and here comes Rubelinda. She was last early, but she blows by them, and the first United States winner for the Great Frankel is something special. Oh, look at Rubelinda today.
Oh, yeah. Another
Numbers
winner.
9, 11.